Well, good morning, everybody. We're going to pick up some feed for the goats and chickens. We don't go here very often because our feed lasts a while. We generally pasture raise them. But we found that going to your local co-op or gin is a lot cheaper than buying your food through Atwoods or Tractor Supply. So for that reason, I'm going to run a cost evaluation later in the video to show you the difference. In the meantime, we're driving there, so Chloe's going to tell us the name that she's named the goats. So what have you named the goats, Chloe?
So the black and white one is Coco, and
That's the brand new baby, right? Okay.
And then the white one is, I think she named her Lulu.
That's what Noelia named her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then,
Coco and Lulu.
I don't remember what I named the other ones. They don't really like me.
They're just getting older. So what'd you name the others? I know I named Dan Dapper Dan. So what'd you name the two mamas?
The brown one is just Nanny.
Just Nanny?
Because she reminds me of our old Nanny.
Yeah.
And the black one, I don't know what I'm going to name her. I just kind of call her Nanny too, but I don't really have a name for her.
So, what'd you name your horse?
Lucy.
All right. What do you think about Lucy?
She's stubborn.
She's stubborn. She's a good horse, though, isn't she? Good pet.
She's a good kid horse.
I want to show you the video going through, but they're a good place to buy supplies and feed. Buy the feed quite a bit cheaper here, and I also buy 55-gallon barrels to put the feed in. You can also see they have other farm supplies here, like any other co-op or gin would. Oh, drunk bumps. Alright, that's Williams Gin. How this works is you drive up on the scales when you get here, and when they get your measurement, they'll buzzer at you, and then you go on and get the feed you need, and then you'll weigh on the way out, and then I loop back around and I get the other feed that I need and then weigh out again.
This is cool.
It's kind of neat. So we're going to get the grower first. I believe that is this first one. Once I get weighed out, I'll be back with your corn.
It's raining. You out there?
Yes, sir. Where was hurting, it rained pretty good over there. I'm gonna go weigh out, see how much the grower weighed, and then we'll turn around and pick up some corn. The gentleman told me where to park at, so I know where to pick the corn up at. One more. Good. Stop it. All right, go ahead.
I'll stay over here.
Thanks, okay?
That's fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Whoops. That was my fault.
I almost dropped it on your toe.
That's how this gets tore up. Slide it off. Get another way to build it. This is the grower feed. There's cottonseed, corn, some big pellets and some small pellets. And what I noticed, the smell, I'm smelling some sort of molasses or sugar type smell to it. It may be a little bit of sorghum molasses or sorghum syrup in there, but I'm smelling a molasses in there. So you have a combination of sweet feed, corn, protein from the cottonseed. And I'm going to get a scoop and show you how much the goats love it. And although this is not a very big scoop, this is all I feed the horse and the goats per day. I have a little bit of water in their feeder, but I'm going to put it on the dry side. I don't want to feed them too much, but I do want to get them used to coming up and eating. I want them grazing on the grass. As you can tell, we have plenty of it. Or on the browse out there as well. But they just love it. They eat it like it's sweet feed, like candy. Even the babies that are only about 7 months old climb up in there and eat it. So I have it set up as a creep feeder over there. I'll show that later. Well, this is the goats eating the grower that I get. And you see all the little babies up there. Oh, one of them's getting a little meal on while the others are eating. Yep, they're both getting a meal. Anyway, I'm going to climb across this mud. I'm going to go over here and show you what I've developed as a creep feeder. And I already introduced the older of the kids to the feeder. What I did was I put a loop in a long cattle panel. Forgive this goose. If I holler, he bit me. But put a loop in it, and as you can tell, I cut some slots in the cattle panel, like right here. And it's just big enough for the goats to go in there, or the baby goats to go in there and eat. So if they need a little extra feed, or want it, they can go in there and get them a little extra feed. And here's the baby geese and the baby chickens. They're getting on up a little bit bigger. I think before long I'm going to have to open the door up for the baby geese and let them out with him and Mama, who's over there sitting on 3 eggs. That right there is a great big old alligator snapping turtle that is dead. That thing came out of the water chasing a 6-year-old the other day, and I didn't have anything handy but a piece of angle iron, and I hit him across the back and killed him with it. You probably can't tell it, but his neck is as big around as a softball. I'm going to go check on Mama Goose, see if she hatched any out or not. I was just checking, Mama. Just checking on you. You're fine. Just lift you up. Nope, still sitting on 3 eggs. Oh, you're protective. All right, I ran some numbers on the feed we got today. The grower, which is 18% protein, was 240 pounds, and we paid 19.5 cents a pound for the feed. The cracked corn was 260 pounds, and we paid 17.5 cents a pound. So let's look at the other prices right quick. All right, for the all stock pellets, something comparable to grower, the best I could get was 13% within a reasonable price. I could get higher percentages, but it was much, much more expensive. This 13% all stock pellet comes out to 25 cents a pound at Tractor Supply. We look at Atwood's, the Rancher Pro Rancher's Choice 14% creep feed, 50 pounds, was $14.99 for a 50-pound bag, and that came out to 30 cents a pound. Now for Atwood screen corn, which is the same thing as chopped corn, a 40-pound bag was $12.49, and that came out to 31 cents a pound. Tractor Supply cracked corn for a 50-pound bag was $14.49, and that came out to 29 cents a pound. So no matter what you look at, the co-op is almost half, or is half as much as the others. So you can cut your feed bill in half by using this. Now, granted, you could get some cheaper, higher protein feed by going range cubes, but with the goats being smaller animals, I didn't want to have to buy range cubes. I didn't actually compare the price, but I think it would actually be comparable to the screen corn, which would be about 30 cents a pound. So we're still getting it cheaper at 19.5 cents a pound. So that's it. That's a feed comparison. That's where I get my feed, how I get it home. And my daughter was helping me. She went and took a nap when we got back. Again, thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll try to get more videos out in the near future.